Hello everyone from Junk and Stuff. I have another story for you guys today from r/nosleep. Today, this is one I wrote because I couldn't get anybody's permission, so I went ahead and wrote my own. It's called I Saw a Blue Flash. It's posted on r/nosleep by FlashyT3195. And that's me, so all the copyright belongs to me. I saw a blue flash. I was hiking in the evening up a mountain in my area. The sun was setting. I was trying to hike up and get a decent view, like I had done several times before. This evening was different. The air had that charge that comes before a thunderstorm, with that electric, almost metallic smell in the air. Of course, there were no signs of thunderstorms in my area, and even if there were, I live in an area that gets very little rain and almost no storms. You're more likely to get a dust storm than an actual one. As I exited my vehicle at the base of the trail I was going to hike up, I made mental note of the smell and strapped on my pack. At this point, it was about an hour before sunset, and I had another 20 to 30 minute hike up the trail. The hike there was mostly uneventful, but as I hiked up to the spot, I felt a sense of unease creep up on me. Like I said, I had taken this trail several times before, usually to calm down and relax, but now it felt foreign, like an alien planet, and I was stepping on ground that had not yet been touched by man. Even the animals could sense there was something wrong. I normally heard insects start their nightly song at this hour, but now the only noises I heard were from me. My heartbeat, my breath, the sound of gravel beneath my feet. Before I realized it, I had stopped moving. I stood completely still, almost by instinct. My breath caught in my throat, and my ears filled with the sound of nothing. Thousands of tiny noises that should have been there, yet only the blood pumping through my ears reminded me I wasn't deaf. At this point, my hike was over. I hadn't reached the point I wanted to in the trail, but it didn't matter. Fear had taken over, and I was not taking another step forward, not towards this feeling. I stood there, motionless, for what felt like hours. Sweat began to build on my brow. Finally, after convincing myself to turn around, I took a few slow and careful steps backwards. But I should have been faster. I should never have stayed for so long. Hell, I never should have left the car. As I took a few measured steps back, the sky went dark. The sun shouldn't be setting for another 30 or more minutes, but it happened so fast. And it should never have happened so fast. But here, the sky went black. No moon, no stars, no time to run away. I turned and ran, but it was too late. Everywhere I looked, the sky was already blanketed by darkness. And as I sprinted, noise came back. At first, it was low and slow, almost unnoticeable. I know, I didn't notice until it was all I heard. A single, low note that echoed through my ears and vibrated my very bones, made my teeth clatter. Then the light came. Not some loving, warm glow of the sun, but an etheric, ghostly blue glow that lit up the once dark sky and was warmer than the sun. It tingled everywhere. And as I looked up at it, I felt so so, and then it was gone. The light, the darkness, the frequency in me. I still stood on the hill, but now the sun was actually set. The stars and moon began to show. But I still felt it. I started puking and gagging instantly, my body burning all the while. I looked down at my hands and see red, sunburn-like marks on my palms and fingers where I was trying to shield my face, which now also stung. I started running, tripping over myself, trying to get to my car. Once I got there, it got worse. I began puking again, this time more violently, and there was red in it. My heart sank at the realization. It's blood. I puked again, more blood. I felt around in my mouth with my tongue. There, on my right side of my head where I was turned towards the light, my teeth were gone. And lying in the puddle of puke, sitting there, were my missing molars. My head pounded, and my nose began to run. Wiping it revealed more blood. Finally, I started falling down on my hood and got my phone out. For the first time during all this, I began to look at it. I could feel myself getting more loopy. My thoughts are becoming harder to write down. I don't know. I don't even know if what I remember is correct. Some approximation. Something is leaking out of my ear. I tried to check, but all I felt was mush. My nails, they're coming off now. Fell right off like little stickers. I could even put them on my shirt and pack. Now they're such a pretty red color. I think I messed up. I don't even know why I'm here. I think I really messed up. Maybe I should have called someone.